What's up, guys? It's Daz here, but you don't really care as we are taking on the Divine Beast Vah Medoh. Look at that view. I never get sick of that view. Look at the Death Mountain. That's so good. Anyway. Right, let's get started. So first things first, as with every Divine Beast, there's always going to be some Black Mog and some eyeballs that you want to defeat. This is not really much of a challenge. And if anything, actually, this whole Divine Beast as a whole, I wouldn't really consider as much as a giant challenge. While I'm here, I'm going to take out that eyeball if I can, even though it's really not needed right yet, because we're not actually going to that path to the left, but it does open it up for you later. What I want to do is I want to get this treasure chest here, but I can't quite reach it where we are. Also, welcome to the bottom floor. I would love to clear it now, and there is a temptation to do it, but I'll take it when we get to that place. Now, something to note is these wooden blocks in the center. I'll get the treasure later, I've decided now. You can use these to go backwards and forwards to make your path to the main area with the guidance stone. Haha, a scout guardian. Think you can defeat me? Oh, no. I don't know why I sound like some poorly French pirate. Anyway, here is the guidance stone. Nice and simply found in between the eyeballs of Divine Beast Vah Medoh. Literally, those eyeball windows on the side are Divine Beast Medoh's eyes. It's really cool. I like it.
You'll need to look closely at your map of the Divine Beast. The terminals that will activate Medoh are marked by those glowing points. You'll need to activate all of the terminals to take back control. Think you're up to it?
Ravalli, you don't make a good job, but... well, you do make me want to fight, so maybe you'll show up on the Smash Bros. Roster next time. Smash 5? We'll have Ravalli? I don't know, maybe people will just say he's a clone. Anyway, let's take down the next 5 terminals. Now, the first thing I actually want to do is I want to get this treasure chest finally. Something to note with this central wind panel is it's not just a path to the middle ground and the bottom floor, it will also take you up to the roof if you're not careful. You can fly or walk along the very wings of the beast, which I guess isn't too surprising. The game does like to get you to go everywhere you want to, and then some. Anyway, if I can angle myself correctly, because I'm facing the complete wrong direction. There we go. Let's go and finally take on this treasure. Yeah? Okay. Get me on the roof and then, or touching the roof. And here we go. Nice. And what is it inside? 'Tis an ancient core. Not a trouble at all. Cool. Next treasure chest is very simply a level down. You will most likely want to fly to it to avoid the black mog, though I guess you can just walk over it if you don't care about your health. Again, as we've stated earlier in the series. What is that? Right, then you're this guy on the bottom floor. This guy, I believe, is also attached... no, he's not. To the left, there is also a separate black mog entity that has a mouth, which obviously is going to get out some cursed bokoblins and style whatever. So, yes. Unfortunately, I don't think we can defeat him right now. The eye is on the other side of the doorway, so we'll come to that later. Right, that is the treasure chests I wanted to get in the central room. Next up, I think we will go to... well, we have to go to one of the wings because that is our only options. But to do it, we actually need to do some manipulating of the Divine Beast. The metal poles only go backwards and forwards. We want to go to the side. So to do that, what we need to do is we need to turn the entire beast. Although it doesn't actually turn the entire thing, but it will make the stone go to the side we want to go to. Right. Right. The terminal we want is behind this gate. To open this gate, we need to hit that hammer to the right on the switch on the right. But there's a few more things we need to deal with. This switch opens the window, which spins that windmill, which lifts up the gate that is on the way of the path that was blocking the hammer from moving. Now what we want to do is we want to turn it the other way so the hammer will fall. But this windmill will, that windmill that I just held onto, will also come out of view, which will make the gate fall down because it's not completed anymore. So I'm going to use magnesis to keep it in place so it keeps spinning, which will keep the gate up, which will let the hammer head hit down onto the pedestal it wanted to. Instantaneously opened it as well, like the battle didn't even have time to get properly pressured. But anyway, that's the gate that would have shut if we didn't keep that other one in place.
There are 4 terminals remaining. Still a ways to go.
Yeah. Anyway, there is another terminal to the left over here, but we can't actually access it right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shoot a eyeball into this thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't open the gate, but it does unleash a treasure chest, so I will come to that in a moment. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, I thought it started sliding all the way down. Ice arrows, nice. Now at this point, because there's nothing else to do on this left wing, and there's just one chest, or one terminal we can do right now, I just accidentally shut the window, great. We're going to go to the other wing. Now, because of the angle, we can also nice and simply shield slide down, or we can use our paraglider, which is especially helpful because it means we'll get extra height because of the angle of everything. Though not when I'm this low. Great. Here we can see, though, it's only the central part of the place that actually is encircled. The head and tail are still perfectly upright, I believe. Actually, that could be wrong too, but either way though, some things do stay still. It's mostly the wings that turn. It's like a separate terminal thing. Right, here is the left wing. So for this, there are a few things we can do. First things first, we're going to want to get rid of this Mog guy. Get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, you're taking more damage than normal. Boom! Get out. You are still alive. Get out of here. Thank you. Right, next up, we want to get some treasure chests. The first one up there we can get by falling or flying from the left side over there, though I don't actually think it's going to let me up. It slid me down the hill. Can I get up? No, I can't. Okay, great. Can I get up a little bit and then paraglide from there? No, we do get a little bit of height, but it's not going to be enough, of course. Give me a moment. Let's do some rearranging. Okay, we're back up high again, so what we want to do is simply paraglide to the other end, and it will very nicely put us right next to the chest. Look at that extra height we get from the angle. Beautiful. Beautiful. Knight's Claymore. Nice. Or Knights. Haha. Oh dear. Anyway, now all we need to do is get to the actual terminal using pretty much the exact same process. Huzzah.
There are 3 terminals remaining. Keep going.
Right, next up we want to stay in this room. You'll see there is a switch here that activates stuff in the other room. What we want to do is we want to complete the puzzle in that room without actually entering it. So we see there is a bomb pipe here to break up this bombable wall. And there is another one to the left alongside a switch. Now for this, you're going to need to use the crystal switch on the right to actually get the wind out to push the bomb over to the left so that it reaches the bombable wall. So now we've used bombable walls, bombs, a bomb pipe and a crystal pipe and a window. Let's add more elements to this puzzle. Now we have a massive metal ball. Now the thing that might confuse you about this is you would have thought you can't actually use magnesis on this ball, with not only because it's quite far away where it is right now, but also because we have this weird wall in the way. But it turns out you can use magnesis right through it. I don't know why, but that is a thing. So we just need to guide it into the path we have right here, because this puts it in line with the big pressure switch we have on the other end of the room. Now what we need to do is center it a little bit more and have it dangle diagonally downwards towards it by turning the entire beast's wings. And this final switch should open the big main door so we can actually enter and access the terminal. So there were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements to that puzzle. A window, a bomb pipe, a crystal switch, a pressure switch, and a ball. Interesting, huh? That's not even counting the bombs and the spear we used. It's a nice puzzle. I liked it.
There are 2 terminals remaining. You're almost there.
He sounds so stunned. How lovely of him. Anyway, now that we've done that, we've actually completed all of the terminals on the inner section of... Wow, look at that. Was Death Mountain in the window. That's awesome. We've done all of the inside sections or interior sections of the terminals in the Beast. Now we want to go outside, and I'm going to do something a little bit risky. I'm going to just jump out the window because this is kind of where you need to be for the terminal. The terminal's here. It's underground. It's this roof. That was awesome that actually worked. Seriously.
Just 1 terminal remaining. What do you know?
Now that was kind of a break on how I was supposed to do that. What you're actually supposed to do is glide on over from the central piece on the exterior pathways. Also, yes, you can see the head, belly, and tail stay completely upright with this whole thing. But anyway, what you want to do is you want to have it so that the wing is below you to fly down towards it. So now we're going back to the body, so we want the body below us. And then you just fly across or underneath the Divine Beast wings. That's such an awesome puzzle, man. I love that. I'm absolutely in love with that idea. And now what we want to do is we want to do the same thing for the other end of the wing, because you can see on the map, that is where the terminal is. Get out of here, you. Also, what's interesting is with these spots, these guys are actually blockading wind. So if you want a little extra height, you can get it here. Right, let's turn everything around, and I think I'm going to use this as my main vantage point. Actually, it looks like you might be expected to get to the terminals from the feet, judging by this platform, but I could be wrong. Now, unfortunately, the wind actually only gets you to the roof, so I'm not actually going to use that because it's not really that helpful. So instead, we're going to do things this way. Now, once again, this is actually a slightly different puzzle. What's expected of you is to dangle the wings diagonally to get a railing to go towards you. And then by having that, you can then get in the railings and turn it the other way. Also, I'm just looking for treasure in case there's anything around, and there is not. But it's a great puzzle and all, but it's really basic. You just turn the wings backwards and forwards. You can see, like, there's the railing along the top, and on the other side of this big ol' eyeball, I'm about to shoot now, you can see there it is, like the little pedestal it's in. But that's not as fun. I want to do the flying underneath the armpit thing, because that's so much cooler, you know? So, because of that, that's what I'm going to do. I already broke the way I broke the other terminal, so why not break this one too? Let's make it a tiny bit more complicated than it needs to be, huh? I like it. Though, actually, I just remembered there is another chest at the very peak of Meadow's beak. There's also another treasure chest at the far end tail. So before I get this last terminal, I'm going to get those last two treasures that I completely forgot. I wasn't doing a good job with treasure chests. Don't know why. Usually my default is to turn back on myself and go to the back end of the Divine Beast, because there's usually a treasure there, but I just completely forgot this time. Huh, maybe, I don't know, maybe the camel Divine Beast for the Gerudo, like, threw me off or something. Who knows? Anyway, now we also need to go to the bar end of the tail. When I say bar end, it's far end, right? Is bar end is a phrase, though, like the bar end of something, right? Or has it really always just been far? I don't know. Anyway, now we're here, we can actually see more black mog is in the way, but it's a very simple puzzle. With my final arrow, there we go. Whoever has to face an arrow now is gonna literally face it with their eyeball. They're gonna have a lot more pain than normal. Sorry. Not sorry. Right, here we are, back again for one final bit. I finally got the wing where I want it to. I'm gonna ignore the entire railing system and just sneak on behind it. Now, interestingly, the terminal's not in the exact same position, but that's fine enough. All we want to do is just go a level higher, and you may recognize where we are. Not that this is a very complicated map to follow, but also I'm going to show off while we can. Not only do Link's legs shangle a whole lot, but the railing goes flying away when you turn it diagonally. Anyway, on the other side of this gate is that weird puzzle with the massive pressure hammer head and the window that you can open and shut. But here is the final terminal.
That was the last terminal. Now you just need to start the main control unit. I want you to take a good look at your map. There should be a new glowing point on there. Well, flap to it.
Yeah. Now the gate opens and now we can finish what we started. I'm going to do more shield surfing because I find it entertaining. And we're going to go to the main control unit. Oh, by the way, here it is. Shield surfing and sliding. He just sticks to his feet somehow. Doesn't have any straps on or anything. Magic. Anyway, let's bring this upright because unfortunately, actually, you know what? Let's find out. Obviously, we're going to be fighting off another boss of the Divine Beast. What I'm interested to know, though, is can we fight it diagonally? It might make the fight easier. Can I turn on this terminal diagonally? Because I know I can with other terminals, so... No, I can't. That's a real shame. That would have been really cool, wouldn't it? If you could actually, like, turn the face of battle. No? Oh, well. You can't change it in the middle of the fight, unfortunately. Pretty sure. So let's just have this upright. There we go. Not even until the last second could I activate it. Ah well, such is life.
That thing is one of Ganon's own, and it plays dirty. It defeated me 100 years ago, but only because I was winging it. I can't believe I'm actually saying this, but you must avenge me, Link.
Alright, Windblight Ganon.
His aim is dead on.
Right, I prepared myself with my strongest bow and arrow. Bow and arrow. I'm not the best at defeating Windblight Ganon, if I'm honest. I haven't had as much practice with it in my practice file as Thunderblight, just because of his lack of difficulty. He's still kind of difficult. I mean, he's still hitting me now, but Thunderblight I would have considered harder. Anyway, what you want to really be doing is shooting him, obviously, in the eyeball. If you shoot him directly in the gun, though, you can stun him for a little bit because it's not what he's expecting. It's a nice little way to counterattack, I do believe, but I sometimes find that I try it and he will still shoot me anyway, so who knows. Right. Obviously, keep moving when he shoots his little beams and just hit him with arrows as quick as you can. Or just shoot yourself and wait for a fairy to fix you up. I was hoping that fairy would help a little bit later, but if I'm just going to be an idiot, then maybe I do deserve the fairies. Now, once again, I have bomb arrows equipped because not only do I have way too many, but they are very effective. They obviously do more damage than any other type of arrow. Because I'm pretty sure the Ganons don't really take a lot of elemental damage. So explosives will obviously do more damage, right? Because there's not so much elemental and it's just damage. Right, what's also very helpful for you though, let me get a ice arrow just to check this thing. Yeah, it seems to just do about the same as a normal arrow would. Anyway, thankfully these don't hurt every time. Thank you, Ravalli, for showing concern. What is helpful sometimes is to actually use the slow motion from winding it, I guess. It can do a lot of damage. If you do it well, you get that sound effect, and he will fall right down. Though I think I did enough damage there that I don't really need to go too crazy. I think I'm going to keep the ice arrows on just so I can spare my bomb arrows, even though you would have thought this is the exact scenario you'd save bomb arrows for. I don't. I'd rather waste it on bunnies and wild animals. Sure. Okay, here's where things get a little bit trickier.
Watch your blind spot.
Watch your blind spot, so behind me, huh? Right, now he has these little pellets following him. You really want to focus on getting rid of those guys because they will give you a lot of hell if they all stick around. All you really need to do is shoot them with an arrow. I would highly recommend using the wind. It slows them down so you can actually have the ability to hit them. Your biggest enemy here is going to be your own stamina gauge. So you'll do what you can. So what he does when he has all of these is he will shoot them and they will shoot at each other, and that builds up his attack to do even more damage and makes him harder to dodge and not take damage from. So shoot them down, maybe they won't be a problem, huh? Don't shoot at me now. Oh, you're shooting at each other. See what I mean? They build up and then it's like, oh god, there's so many. Not good. Right, let's eat more wild berries because they're not that rare. I'm just going to keep healing at this point. Hardy truffles, great. And mighty bananas, the classic healing item. Right. Ugh. It's also a good idea to obviously have some potions to up your ailments, but I'm afraid I didn't have any, so maybe for the next Ganon I'll be more prepared, huh? Or I could just miss like that. That does not fit in with my sentence, but I'm not doing too well right now. As I said, I haven't had as much practice. I'm not the best. You just really want to be good at aiming with your arch. With your archery? Be a good archer. That's all I'm saying. Hit him in the eye. I didn't quite get it. All right. Oh. Okay. He's also got a tornado attack. Just sort of run away. I don't find them too much of an actual difficulty. But if you do, hold the B button. That's all I can really recommend. Right. If things seem to get a bit too chaotic, then all I recommend is either running away and getting some distance, as well as using the wind to get some slowdown time. Right, I'm going back to bomb arrows because they're functioning. Right, you can get out of here. You can get out of here. You can get out of here. And I didn't have time for the last one. Boom! There you go. You still not enough. That completely took down his main attack that was going to build up everything. And I was too busy waiting on my stamina that I couldn't actually shoot you proper. That's a shame. Nice arrow as it is. Ba-ding! Nope. Okay, cool. I don't know if that... I guess the ice arrow got taken out by the tornado? Oh well, right. Cool. Lovely. It's weird, I keep getting the sound effect of ding, like I actually hit him, but it seems like it only actually went down when I hit him 3 times. So it could be you just need to be that accurate. But if you slow down time, you might just be able to do it. Show your eye, please. There it is. And obviously he brings them all back again. Just be ruthless against them. So, down. Oh, I can see it flying away. Look at that. That's awesome. I can't see where they are. I'll just shoot you in the eye. There we go. That does like double damage anyway. Okay. Oh, I broke my bow's knight. My bow's knight? Oh no, that poor knight belonging to my bow. He probably had a sad life before he broke. Anyway, boom. Oh, that hit me. Damn it. Why did I let go of the paraglider then? Alright, we're getting through this. We're struggling. I mean, even though with Fire Blight I had, you know, burning alive and I killed him pretty quickly, and Thunder Blight I did pretty well in general because it only took a few attempts. Don't be invisible anymore. There we go. And again, I can't see your eye. Okay, right, we're good.
Use the columns to shield yourself.
We want to dodge the lasers. It's just like a major test of strength. Wow, that seriously just... Thank you, Fairy, anyway. You know what? Just... Oh, no. Man, I'm not doing well. Fairy's basically just carrying me this whole time, but that is the end of him anyway. Just keep bullying him. Defense and attack are also very highly recommended. Those boosts from recipes. Lovely. Now, before we actually access the terminal, there is a treasure chest I realized that we missed, so I'm going to go get it. It can be found on the right wing. Way back here, you may recognize it. What we need to do is glide along, and you'll see the treasure chest is up on this little roof on the left here. Wow, completely messed that up. All that effort for another knight's bow, of course. At least it's not a bow's knight this time. Right, let's activate the cutscene.
Well, I'll be plucked. You defeated him, eh? Who would have thought? Well done. I suppose I should thank you now that my spirit is free. This returns Medoh back to its rightful owner. Don't preen yourself just for doing your job. I do suppose you've proven your value as a warrior. A warrior worthy of my unique ability. The sacred skill that I have dubbed Ravalli's Gale! It's now time to move on and start making preparations for Medoh's strike on Ganon. But only if you think you'll still need my help while you're fighting inside Hyrule Castle. Feel free to thank me now. Or, never mind, just go. Your job is far from finished, you know. The princess has been waiting an awfully long time. Medoh's sights are now set. You'll have a precise speed on Ganon from this vantage point. And when the time is right, give him everything you've got. Now we wait for that perfect moment. Medoh, we've been artfully patient for the last 100 years. I doubt you'll suffer a feather over a few more moments. After all these years, I simply must admit the truth. Even without the power of flight, Link made his way to this Divine Beast and accomplished something that even I could not. Guess I was wrong about how lucky he would be. I hope that luck holds out, Link, for everyone's sake.
Ravalli's Gale. Activate by charging jump with X. Okay. That is the Rito quest done. There are some side quests that I want to do. And some shrine quests. Hello. I heard that Divine Beast Vah Medoh has been appeased. It just sends my heart soaring. I didn't even realize I had started singing this old song. Did you hear me singing it? Teach it to me. Huh? Well, that's embarrassing. The pride of the Rito, pillar in the sky, its heart lights up when the sun is high. There's more to the song, but I forgot the rest of the words. You should ask my sister, Lysa, if you want to know the rest. Okay, that is activating the first shrine quest, the Ancient Rito song. More specifically, that's a bad segue. We now have completed the Rito quest, so naturally we want to get our reward. Let's go to the Elder.
You've done it! And you survived at that. You conquered Divine Beast Vah Medoh. To think the Divine Beast has taken up roost at the top of the village, it looks simply divine. If the legends are true, the light from the Divine Beast will ravage the calamity. For now, Divine Beast Vah Medoh will become the protector of the village and live on in legend alongside you. Hoo hoo hoo! Oh, yes, of course, I must reward you properly. Feel free to take what you find in that treasure chest. You will get more use out of it than I. What you did was miraculous, though I should expect nothing less of one from the bloodline of a champion. Why, you are almost the equal of the very Hylian champion who fought with Master Ravalli 100 years ago. All you lack is the sword that seals the darkness. They say the Hylian champion wielded the sword that seals the darkness that now sleeps in the lost woods. Whew. That was a lot of exposition, but cool. Maybe we'll go there in the future. Anyway, now we have the Great Eagle Bow, giving us 3 arrow shots at a time. Cool. I sacrificed a golden bow for it, but hey, I have 1,000 anyway, so that's okay. Right, lovely. Right, next I want to see and follow up what everyone's doing. So how is Saki and Tabor doing? Tabor told me everything about the flight range, the fight with Medoh, and that Medoh being perched above the village means that everyone is back to normal. To have my husband home safe and sound, I cannot begin to express my gratitude.
Oh, good. How are you doing, Tabor?
I see you've got the Great Eagle Bow from the Elder. That thing is way too heavy to use in aerial fighting. I'd end up sacrificing all of my speed just to take a shot. Now, if I had both the strength and speed of Master Ravalli, that would be a different story. But seeing the way you handled your bow against Medoh, I suggest we let you borrow the Great Eagle Bow. Take it with you on your journey, along with the respect of the Rito. Well then, my wounds are just about healed, so I guess it's time for me to take Tulin to the flight range. I'm hoping Tulin grows up to be a distinguished warrior like Master Ravalli.
Take care.
Okay, Tulin, let's go to the flight range.
Really, Dad? Yay!
Alright, Link. I'll be at the flight range if you need me.
Hey, Guy! Come play with us at the flight range sometime! That kid sounds exactly like the kids from Ordon Village in Twilight Princess. Literally. I doubt it's the same character. Unless it's an adult, I doubt it's the same voice actor. But yes, Tabor flies off to the flight range. Perhaps we'll see him soon. Anyway, I want to take on the real side quests of the place now because, well, there's nothing else to do here and I like completing everything. First of all, though, let's show off Ravalli's Gale. So what it does is it flies us around about this height. It's not very useful right now. I guess we could use it to climb the mountain, but we don't really need to. But yeah, that is what it does. It gives us literally the power to fly. Hello. My husband took Tulin to the flight range again. He keeps saying it's to help Tulin become an angel warrior or something, but Tulin's still a fledgling. Yeah, guys do that apparently. They push onto their sons, and I guess I wouldn't know. Anyway, we're going to take on our very first side quest, which is down the village a little bit. Right, here is the other half of the shrine quest, because I want to get it done now, because I don't want to split it in half. So Batali told you I would sing you the last half of the ancient Rito song? Her memory really is the worst. I can help you, but there is a catch. Recite the first half from memory, and I will teach you the second half. I'll give it a shot. Go ahead. The Pride of the Rito. Correct. And after that, Bird in the Sky. No, Pillar. Damn it, I saw it at the last minute. Pillar in the Sky. There is a bird in the sky, to be fair. Okay, hold on. Pillar in the Sky. Ah, right again. And then, it's, Heart lights up. Well done. Now for the final line. When the sun is high. Or when the time is nigh, I guess. Aha! You got every word right. Well, a promise is a promise. I'll teach you the last half of my song. The song. The heart shrines upon a path not whole, but a warming flame can stir its soul. That's the second half of the ancient Rito song. Profound, isn't it? Alright, now that we've gotten that out of the way, I'll be sure to use that in a separate video where we take on all the shrines, which will probably be next episode now I think about it. Let's go and find those actual side quests. Enough of that shrine quest business. Now, the first place we want to go to is right at the very foot of the village. These side quests are only accessible after you've defeated the Divine Beast, which is good enough because we've defeated it now, so let's get on.
Yeah.
Good day. You've come at a good time. Divine Beast Vah Medoh was kicking up a storm just a while ago, but he's calmed down now.
Did you need something? How are you?
How am I? Can't complain, I suppose. Never mind that. Please listen to me. Listen to this. I was out for a walk and I saw a frost talus.
A frost talus?
Yes, it's a giant monster made of enchanted ice. I was running on an errand when I saw it. It was incredible and terrifying. It was incredibly terrifying. I saw it over in Cold Snap Hollow before my adrenaline kicked in and I fled like the wind. In any case, it was enormous, but I bet a champion could have taken it down, no problem.
Right. Face the frost talus. Now, Cold Snap Hollow, if I get it up on the map, is way off in this massive area next to the Tabantha region. But for the side quest, I'm going to do it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go to the tower to show you directly where it is on the map because I want to take on that whole region at another time. So instead, what we're going to do is I'm going to try and keep a visual on where we're going, and I'm going to fast forward it in a montage kind of thing so that you know where the frost talus is. Or if you just do it yourself, you can see it on your map anyway. It's always indicated with the quest marker anyway. Right, let's go. Okay, here we are, down in between the dips. Here is the ice talus. We've never faced one before. Here you go. You want it on the map? There it is. Anyway, yes. Just like the Igneo talus, actually, from the Death Mountain region, you want to use the elements to protect you. We don't have the elements, do we? We don't have any fire weapons, at least. Okay, we have 3 fire arrows. Huh. I guess we better do well. So what we want to do is first of all activate it. We then want to melt the ice off of it, and then we want to damage it. It's just like in Neo Talus, except with ice instead of fire. Right, I'm going to save. Here he is. He has a very special gem, which makes him a bit more important. That did nothing. That should be doing something. Why did that do nothing? Did it? Yeah, it just didn't activate in time. Okay, cool. You look exactly the same as the Igneo Talus without the elements. Anyway, I'm going to use a good old Claymore and use my fully charged up attack, and I have a Bosa's Fury going on. Look at that. Wonderful. Taluses are nothing now that I have a Bosa's Fury. Beautiful. That could not have gone better. Wow. I thought that was going to take me a little while, but even the difficult, more extravagant side quests don't take that long. The hardest part was getting here. Right, let's go back. Back to Canada. What do you have to say?
Good evening. Did you need something?
I defeated it.
What? You defeated the Frost Talus in Cold Snap Hollow? I never would have thought a Hylian could take down something that big. No offense. Well, that's a relief. If that thing had wandered this way, the entire village would have been in danger. It's not much, but I'd like to reward you for your trouble.
Nice, a silver rupee. I will take it. That is the Face the Frost Talus side quest done. Next up, we're going in the village again. We always seem to be on the outskirts and then going in. So next up, we want to be right by the shrine. It's awfully convenient because we are looking for the mother over here. Keel, where are you? I can't find Keel anywhere. Where could she be? Maybe she went to Warbler's Nest to practice her singing. But that's so far away. Could she have made it there on her own? Oh, I'm so worried. Right, so find Keel. All we need to do is go to Warbler's Nest directly in front of us, and we even heard Keel talking about how she wants to practice singing anyway. She wasn't allowed to leave the little village while the Divine Beast was doing its ravaging thing, so now that it's away, obviously, maybe she took the opportunity. Let me fast forward this last little bit.
My sisters are dumb dummies. They promised we'd rehearse together, but no one showed up. We have to perform our song for the Elder at Warbler's Nest. We're going to be laughed off the stage. Hey, you look like I could use you. That is to say, you look like a nice guy who likes to help people in need. Can you go to tell my sisters in Rito Village to stop ditching rehearsals? They won't listen to me, but they might listen to a scary-looking Hylian like you. Although Genly must be a tough sell. She's probably in the kitchen yelling. I want some salmon menu. What? Or something like that. She doesn't want to sing either. She's such a pain.
Alright, that actually opens a shrine quest recital at Warbler's Nest. But other than that, yeah. Let's go back, shall we? Keel. You found Keel? So she's at Warbler's Nest after all. Phew, she really had me worried. Thank you for letting me know. Please take this for your trouble. 50 rupees again. I'll take it. I feel much better now that I know where she is. Thank you. Okay. And you would have thought she'd be in plain sight, but obviously they hadn't developed her at this angle or this distance. Oh boy. Okay. On that note, I'm going to end it off here. That is all of the side quests in Rito Village. Done. All 5. 3 beforehand and 2 afterwards. This place is so small and short. The area is tiny. The main quest is short. The side quests are small scale and minimal. Oh, the pacing. I mean, I love this area. I really do, but good lord. Anyway, next up, we're going to complete the entire Tabantha region. Then we're probably going to do some low-key sorting ourselves out with like Tarrytown stuff. Then what I want to do is I want to take on the Hebra region, because there's so many regions to do that aren't accessed in the main quest that I want to do them in between Divine Beasts, so I want to do this one next. Then we might even also do the East Necluda region, so the Hateno region, up on Mountain Lanayru, now that we have the Rito set of clothing. Anyway, that's a thing for the future. See you later.